4, 3.
It's showtime.
Good morning, Vietnam! Welcome to the party, pal!
See you at the party, Richter!
I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Get away from her, you bitch!
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
You did not going to say that, did you?
What I do have are a very particular set of skills.
To do the bimes.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Inconceivable!
Little Dallas multipass.
This is a tasty burger.
Face.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Do or do not. There is no try.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
I'm the bad guy?
And Hulk. Smash.
I can speak with an English accent.
I have a very great friend in Rome called Bigger Sticker.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
You went over my helmet?
What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
I know, right?
There's no crying in baseball! Hey, where are the white women at?
They're digging in the wrong place.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Are you not entertained?
Second start of the run. And straight on for one.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch!
21 gigawatts!
Wax on, wax off.
Oh my goodness, I am sporting a tremendous woody right now.
Excuse me? Baking powder?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Bartender is the aristocrat of the working class.
You want to flip 6-3 whole play and you can score.
Cover me.
Why so serious?
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. On this team, we fight for that inch.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
No ticket.
No ticket.
We're gonna get FUBAR now.
What the hell's football?
I get older, they stay the same age. They just...
Here's Johnny.
It's not what you know. It's what you can prove.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. 15!
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies.
Good evening, and welcome to the Reel McCoy. I'm your host, Meffistoe, and always with me, my hetero life mate. Oh, my feelings. How are you, sir?
I have a feeling you're not going to trust me on making a pick ever again.
Oh, there are several things in May we have to change. Not lying.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say this. All my feelings is a very busy man. We have our relationship where anytime he calls me and needs me, I'm there, and vice versa. Generally speaking, we don't have a crisis each and every day that we need each other. Is that correct? Is that a correct assessment?
Yes.
Okay. But sometimes we spitball ideas and then something kind of seems good to me and then I have to change it. And then some things I spitball ideas and Oh My Feelings has to change it. But we don't generally meet up until like the end of this show. So
yeah.
With
May. Okay. Yeah. Mayday. Yeah. That makes a lot more because a lot of
Mayday
gonna be a lot really difficult to find. I already knew it.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, they're really good movies, but they're really hard to find.
we'll get to that. We're gonna spitball ideas, but Mayday is good. Let's say the month of May is going to be really interesting, really interesting, because I love All My Feelings idea. I just want to channel it somewhere other than where it is. Anyway, what is the Reel McCoy, you might ask? The Reel McCoy is your weekly movie podcast where we ask you to go watch a movie, you watch it, come back to us, and we break it down for you. This month of January, we decided to go all out with like really bad movies. Bad on purpose, bad because of budget, bad because, let's say the studio / the production team behind it just love to make their own version of movies. No, we're not talking about Kevin Smith here. We're talking about the legendary Lloyd Kaufman and the people in Troma films.
Troma films.
Sorry.
There are so many other films we were just kind of discussing it backstage where I'm like, there were some that I thought about adding on the list where I'm like, this is even a step too far for meth.
Oh, there's a lot of things that are step too far from F. One of them is actually this movie.
This one, yeah. I figured this one was going to get close, but I thought the Lemmy doing some actual borrowed bits from Romeo and Juliet, but then some are just like slight adaptations. I thought you'd find like, okay, that's a cool little gimmick. And then like once you found like read the backstory about like, oh, who actually wrote the movie and and all the backstage stuff behind with that and some of the practical effects work that was done. I'm like, I thought that you would enjoy that.
That would have been interesting if I could have found anything about the practical effects.
Oh, well, I have notes about that then.
Okay, you said you have like no time to do notes, so
no, but I know them because I own this movie.
Well, I own a license of this movie.
No, it's part of the Troma collection, which I have like where Lloyd did literally like a 4.5 hour session of interviews about every single one in the Troma collection, and Tromeo and Juliet was one of the first like big ones.
Why didn't you send me the file on this thing? Because I could not find anything. And you're like, this week you send me a message like, yeah, I'm really, really fucking busy. It's a hell week again. Yeah, and kind of like,
it's that end of the year stuff. It always gets really fucking wonky because they finally get the year end numbers in and then everyone's scrambling. You're like,
shit. I don't even want to imagine, yet I do know a little bit about a little bit, if you know what I mean. All right, cool. Why don't we just start? By the way, the name of the movie is, of course, Tromeo and Juliet. Not Romeo and Juliet, because reasons. We'll see.
Well, they renamed all the characters, if you noticed.
I did notice. Yes. I don't remember Sammy Capulet from the original play, but it is what it is. All right, we'll get into it in a moment. We'll say hello to Gambit in the chat and all the lurkers in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Strap yourselves in. It's not as bad as The Room. That's all I'm saying.
Sound production, take 2.
I got you, buddy.
I'm going to say, it's not as bad as The Room, and it's nowhere near as bad as Champagne and Bullets.
We'll see about that. Anyway, okay. I will start, and you will interject because you said you have a little bit of notes. Okay. Yeah. So, I'm going to rework what I've written down here, but give me a break. So the original concept for this idea, for this script, was laid down by Lloyd Kaufman. So he wrote not really a treatment, but an actual script, but it was a really rough draft, circa around 1993.
Yep.
He showed it, and initially it was written in full-on Shakespearean verses.
It was actually in full iambic pentameter. Yes, it was, which is completely crazy if you think about it.
I admit it's crazy. But it was rejected by the Troma partners, which it's not really a governing body, but it's sort of like an investment group. People are involved with the production team. So it's really weird. I was trying to find information on who these people are.
And
essentially,
it's sort of, if you see that the opening shot of any Troma, it says like Lloyd Kaufman and Frank Katz. Yeah.
Yes.
He's one of the major partners where he just flat out said, no, I'm not making this.
And this is where the story is interjected with a brand new character. His name is James Gunn.
Yeah.
Yes. The James Gunn. James Gunn was hired out of Columbia. He was at the time in Columbia studying, I don't even know what he was studying. It wasn't art, I think. Something else. I think maybe he was an English major or something. He had some sort of writing credentials.
Yes.
Because they did hire him to rewrite this script for between $100 and $150 originally.
Yep.
And he rewrote a lot of it, like a lot of it. Some of it actually stayed. So every time you hear the actors going to the sort of Shakespearean monologue or Shakespearean verses, that's the original bits of Lloyd Kaufman.
Correct. So, that's including Murray's entire his string of the tirade that he does against Tyrone, who's Tybalt, obviously, in the piercing shop. That was cut from the original, like verbatim.
Yeah, that's why I found it so jarring, because it just switches over and then switches back.
Yep.
And it was a head spinner. So the script itself became way darker and way more obscene. I'm quoting the text here. Way more obscene. And then submitted. It went through again the committee, and Kaufman later added some comedic moments. I couldn't find any, but that's just me. And also in the original script, or at one point in the script, Juliet was supposed to be a stripper, but that just was cut at a certain point.
There's also a lot that was cut from the theatrical, or because you watched the 1 hour 47-minute version, correct? 107 minutes.
I think so. No, I've watched the an hour 54.
Okay, so you got the that's the upgraded, the director's cut version of it.
Okay.
There is a version of it that's 2 hours and 17 minutes.
I think the hour and 54 was too much even for me. Was too much. I told you, I was like, I was leering at the arrow key to like skip over 10 seconds. I just didn't want to miss like story points. Surprise, surprise! I did not miss any story points.
Well, also if you've ever read Romeo and Juliet, like you know the story.
I don't know I know there's a lot more than what is usually portrayed in any other production. I've never seen a full-on Shakespearean production of Romeo and Juliet. So I know the basics, plus I know the ending, which they used but switched on his head for some reason.
They changed it completely. It has, I think, it does have one actually genuinely laugh out loud moment. And I will get to it. It's at the very, very, very end of the movie.
With the baby?
No, with the reveal of Tromeo's parentage.
Oh,
with Monty.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
I'm black.
This is like I always wondered. I'm black. I'm black. I always wondered about that. Come on, that was funny.
Fine, I'll give you one laugh out loud moment. One. Okay. So where was I? Stripper. Good. Surprisingly enough, like you said, the script maintains all the bullet points according to the original play. So if you put them essentially side by side in bullet points, this goes here, this goes there, this happens there, this happens there. They are a complete match, which I think after watching this movie, fuck. Okay. Next, James Gunn ended up being sort of an associate director. Essentially, he directed quite a lot of the movie without getting director's credit. That went to Lloyd Kaufman. But he also served as the location scout, and after the post-production, he helped with distribution of the movie itself. It actually made it to the Cannes Film Festival, and a year later, it actually won like best honors in it's called a Fanta Festival. I'm not sure if it's an actual name. but it's some sort of an award in Italy. Now in Italy, usually there's the Venice, there's the Palme d'Or, but it didn't make it there.
No,
because good riddance. Anyway, I don't remember if you mentioned it live or backstage. I think it was backstage. A lot of like friends and family of James Gunn made it into the movie.
Oh yeah.
Case in point, Sean Gunn plays Sammy Capulet, not a real character from the original play,
no, actually,
but it is what it is.
An actual real character from the play, but it's not Sammy Capulet.
Not Sammy. It's
Samson.
Samson. Okay.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like casting, the only thing I could actually find was Will Keenan and Jane Jensen, who play Tromeo and Juliet, were encouraged by Lloyd Kaufman to spend a lot of time together to build their on-screen chemistry. They actually did like each other, but they made a pact never to pursue it until the shoot is completely over. And from when it was done, I have no information if they went into the relationship together or not.
Actually, it's funny. They were together for about 3.5 years after the movie was released. And the first time they actually ever saw each other even nude was on camera.
Yeah, I guessed as much.
So
I guess as much. In terms of location, you can tell exactly where. If it's an exterior, you can definitely tell where they are. First of all, Brooklyn is unmistakable.
Oh yeah.
And if you can see the New York skyline, yeah, they're in Paramus, New Jersey, right across the Hudson, right across the Hudson.
Yep.
And the only other thing I have is there were a bunch of stunts done in this movie. One of them, a stuntman nearly got killed because there's the shot where London Arbuckle dives through a window.
Yeah.
The first attempt, the sugar glass didn't break because it was too thick.
Yep.
And on the second one, the glass was removed for safety, but the stuntman drove in and he seriously hurt himself from the actual frame. So,
yeah.
I don't know how that could happen, but it is what it is. And when I saw like dangerous stunts, I thought immediately the when Sean Gunn or his stuntmen on the side of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that would be something. But
that's one of them.
I don't have any information if somebody got hurt doing that stunt.
A lot of people got really hurt making this movie.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm guessing the girl with the piercing at the beginning, when they focus in on the nipple, that's not a real nipple. And when they focus out, it's probably a fake earring, I'm guessing.
No, she actually got her nipple pierced for the film on actual camera. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not surprised, but I gave them the benefit of the doubt.
No, it's like okay. This is 90s trauma, baby. This is how they roll. So the first bit that you mentioned, so for when it came to actually doing practical effects with stunts, the one person that the stuntman for Sammy having his head in the side, when they went to turn a corner, it actually tilted his head in a very odd direction, and he broke a disc in his back.
Oh, damn!
And during
by the way, I've saved the best for the end,
where he got ejected from it and he hit his head on the fire hydrant. With that, the stunt guy, obviously, it's a Troma production. It's Lloyd Kaufman. He's going to nickel and dime everybody as much as they possibly can and make them do the most dangerous shit. The crash pad that he landed on was not properly inflated and he broke his shoulder.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Now, that's the first one. Next one with Tyrone and the car, the car bit and the decapitation, which I thought you'd love it because the puns that were right there. You'll never get ahead in life.
I didn't like it. I liked the kids playing with the head.
Yeah, and obviously you know that who was driving the car, right?
I couldn't put a finger on it.
The father, that's James Gunn driving the car.
Wow, he was too young.
Too young, very young. The Fountain of Peanut, the father singing the song with the kids. Yeah, that was James Gunn.
I didn't like that entire scene, so I was like, I couldn't pay attention to who was driving the car.
So the crash was actually a borrowed shot from another film. However, they did have a car that they just blew up on the street without a permit.
No, I'm not surprised
at all. They just went, fuck it, we're blowing this car up.
Yeah. And you can tell when it flips, you can tell the people like in the behind are really surprised.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
And also just with the other people that were kind of in the film, a lot of the gangs of the Capulets, the one kind of goon guy that gets his head caved in by the priest at the end.
Yeah.
That was one of James Gunn's best friends.
Okay.
And also like the people that worked at the meat packing, they were some in some other Troma film, but they were also friends of Lloyd and also of James Gunn. They're like, so much of this movie is so like incestuous because literally like, if you look at a lot of the backing shots, when you can see posters.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of like Troma film posters.
They're all Troma films.
Yeah.
They are all like Squeeze Play is there. Obviously, like there's a bit where when they get when they're at the Capulet mansion.
There's like a Toxic Avenger 2.
Toxic Avenger, Toxie's there, and Sergeant Kabuki Man.
I'm not versed in all.
They're right there.
Okay.
And then also the bit with the mayor going, it's like, oh, go ahead, go right in, mayor. That's a tie-in to a movie that was going to be made that got cut.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And there's, but like again, mentioned Squeeze Play. That was one movie I was going to put on here, but I'm like, I think that's a step too far, even for meth.
Every time there's Troma, it's a step too far for me. I said it before. I don't mind nudity in film. I love nudity in film. The nudity didn't bother me. The fact that everything else had little to zero story that made sense for me, I was like, oh my God.
I say, so what you're saying is right now I'm 1 for 3 when it comes to Troma films for you.
What's the one?
Cannibal the Musical.
It's a Troma film?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it 1.
Yeah. The other one was obviously Father's Day, which
it's 2 for 4. Toxic Avenger.
But we really haven't done Toxic Avenger.
We haven't, but you told me to watch it, so I watched it.
Yeah. So okay. So then 2 of 4. Okay.
It's stupid, but at least it's coherent, I guess.
Well, there's that, but there's also like there are some that are really good Troma classics that would be on that I would have mentioned, but the fact that they're actually kind of fun, but they kind of like you go, okay, I can see how they got made. Like What's Going On in Nukem High or Surf Nazis Must Die. Yeah, that's the name of a movie.
We're not doing Troma films ever again. Maybe not. Maybe we will. I don't know. If we ran out of movies, yes.
Yeah, I would say the other one that's really important that's really fun is you can tell that this was kind of Lloyd bringing in all of the people that have worked on Troma films before, because you know the scene with Juliet when she's calling the 1-900 number.
Yes.
And the guy on the other line, the really, really big, heavy set gentleman on the other line?
Yes.
Yeah. That guy has been in almost about 20 Troma films before this.
Oh, okay.
Like he was in the principal. He was the lead of.
Don't go into it, please. Yeah. Please, I beg you, please.
Just say he's been in a lot, and if you've seen any Troma films, you're like, oh, that's that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
The other really funny bit is there was a long scene that's actually in the 137-minute version of it, 2 hours and 17 minutes, of get Ron Jeremy as a homeless man.
Okay. Fine.
It's just like, I don't know why you did that, but okay.
Because it's Ron Jeremy. It's not the Ron Jeremy that we know of today. He's a lesser creep back then.
Yes, yeah. This was even before he was in Orgasmo. Orgasmo was 98.
Okay.
So yeah, so this is before that even. But so there was a bit.
I mean, the man has a serious like acting chops.
Oh,
he's been in a lot of films.
Well, he's been in a lot of films, but some of them are a bit lengthy, if you know what I'm saying.
Some of them. Even anyway. Sanders like Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. Woohoo! But after
Hi, Sander.
What's so funny is there was, it had some moderate success. So, they actually wanted to do a different take on it, and they wanted to actually do different films later that were going to be interpretations of classic literature. And obviously the most notable one is Schlock and Schlockability, which is going to be Sense and Sensibility.
Oh my God. Thank heavens they did not do that.
Yes. All I have to say is there was going to be one that was going to be based off Pride and Prejudice as well. And all I can say is it was definitely going to be better than Pride and Prejudice versus Zombies, because that's an actual film they made.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And that was actually a major theatrical release. That was not made by Troma. That was a major theatrical release. Not a joke. By the same people who made Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Yes, that was a movie.
Well, I know of that movie. And also, remember this, ladies and kids who watch this on the replay. The Superman version you have today is done by the guy who essentially
made
co-directed this movie.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not only Superman, it's Peacemaker, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. Same guy.
All right, cool. So we start the movie, and I've specifically waited with two pieces of information that I have not said. They are in my notes, but yes, I said we'll keep them just for this. Lemmy of House Motorhead is your narrator. Essentially, not for the entire movie. Pulls in for like at the start, and then there's a little bit at the middle, at
the beginning of every single act. He has some sort of a bit, almost a little bit of a soliloquy, but it's so interesting that again they got fucking Lemmy from fucking Motorhead.
yes and also Kalikioki, I understand, and don't worry, I actually did like Superman. I don't love it, but I actually thought it was a decent attempt. All the rest it's all art, dude.
Well, and also just as an aside, I really loved Peacemaker season 1. Peacemaker season 2, yeah.
All right, I haven't seen Peacemaker. I'm not a fan of the Suicide Squad universe thing. It's not for me. Let's just say that. It's another James Gunn thing, or David Ayers and then Gunn, but essentially James Gunn. It's just not for me.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on. What I found interesting tied into Lemmy. So Motorhead contributed, I think, is it 3 tracks or 2 tracks to the movie? I definitely
believe it's actually only one song
just
that's
a one song.
that's on the soundtrack, but in the film it's 3 songs.
Okay, so we've got at least 3 songs that I could recognize that you can hear Lemmy singing. They're not like at least the sound mix is pretty good because you can hear the song, but it's not blaring in your ears, right? And there's also 2 songs by a band that is like James Gunn's band. They're called what? The Icons or the Icon? Something like that.
The Icons. Yeah. Sunday, and there's another song too by them, but also too, it's really funny because the other songs too that are in throughout the entire bit are done by people that were the actors in the film as well.
I'm not surprised.
So like
I'm not surprised.
The Capulet songs, you got Stephen Blackheart and Valentine Monet who play Benny and Murray.
By the way, I will not know any of the people. Like, I don't even know what they're called.
You're fine, dude. It's fine.
Tromeo and Juliet and Sammy are the only characters that I can grasp what their name is. I don't even know what the name of Tromeo's dad is. I was so out at one point.
What's so funny is they're called the Qs. His dad's name is Monty, so he's Monty
Q.
Yeah. What's really great is just the other bands that were in the rest of the actual soundtrack are pretty much unknowns, except for people kind of know Supernova, Bruguera, a little bit Superchunk. No, but it's Sublime. Like, this is right before Sublime got huge.
Okay.
So.
Right. Kalekioki and Kaladin have reached us. Thank you guys for joining on. Yeah. So we've got a pretty weird start to the movie with Lemmy kind of giving us the business. We also have a pretty graphic lizard eating a mouse, and we also see it another time. So I'm guessing it's a doubled shot.
When Sammy gets when Sammy's dying, he's picking up his brain and trying to put it back in his head. The guy who actually did own the lizard was a friend of Lloyd Kaufman, so he just has it. He had just walking by with it on his shoulder. Yeah. So, what is the deal with this party? Okay, so they're actually at it's a bar in Hell's Kitchen that no longer exists. It was a punk club.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just that mid-90s alt going on, like the deep end, almost to industrial rock a little bit of that entire club scene. But we have the whole setup with obviously the bit with Georgie.
Yeah.
Who's
She's
Gregory in the actual play, and Samson or Sammy, and they are brother and sister in the play, but I don't know where the whole incest thing came from. It was I think it was more supposed to be foreshadowing, where it's like, hey,
I know where it came from. James Gunn.
Yeah.
Like, every time I saw something weird in the movie that made no sense to me, why it is there, I was like, it's James Gunn's humor, right? Or it's James Gunn's writing, right? And I was like, yeah, probably. Right. Before we dive deep into the movie, let's buy our first game of the night. We've got some people in the chat. It's a little bit livelier than before, so let's just do it. It is called Missing Marquee. Oh, I got something stuck in my nose. Missing Marquee is where we take 10 posters of movies, have their text written off, we display them, and you guys out there in the chat will have to guess which movie this is. And of course, Mr. Oh My Feelings will help you if need be. Let's go. This movie has a very famous scene where Chris Rock goes into this hotel room. There's a lady showering there. I don't remember the name of the actress. But he opens up the curtains, and she knows him. And he's like, "Can you get me a towel?" And he's looking, and he pulls out this like tiny little tea towel.
It's like a washcloth. Yeah.
The most famous and the funniest thing in this movie. That's it. And nobody knows what the name of this movie is. Oh, my feelings. This is.
I'm trying to think.
Wow, nobody knows. This movie was so bad, it made a lot of losses to the company.
Oh, Bad Company. Yeah.
Bad Company is the German title. It is also the English title.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
See, I told you, there's like every time a movie goes out from the US and it hits like Europe or where I live, it's like the title is sometimes has to be paraphrased in order to fit with the grammar and jargon of the local place. So,
yep.
Also, a movie that did not do well because it's not that good. And Madonna, the ruiner of all films.
Has Madonna actually been in a good movie?
No.
I don't think so.
Dick Tracy, bomb. This movie, bomb. The movie where she's like, I'm going to play an erotic thriller thing with William Dafoe, bomb.
Yeah.
Evita is the only thing that actually made money, and
yes,
that's it. It is four rooms. Kalikioki.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now, this is a poster. It's not an original poster. There is an original poster, but I couldn't get with no
title. Yeah.
I'm gonna punch in a little bit so you can probably guess what this is. Sander has got it. This is Gorillas in the Mist. Now,
well, I mean,
funny thing about this poster did have a title, but it was just down below and it did not block anything, so I could crop this. So if you see it's not like original size, that's what it is. It is Hackers. Correct. Hack the Planet. This is a movie we talked about, but not about this. We talked about a different movie that came out essentially the same year, where in the other one, Halle Berry got $500,000 to go topless.
Yeah, what's funny is
$500,000 abreast.
It's so funny is because Kalikioki just mentioned the film that we were talking about, and then Sandra got the movie that it actually is.
Okay.
Back to back.
This is the movie she got the money for. This is the movie. It is actually, that's Monsters Ball.
Yeah.
This one she got paid, I think SAG minimum.
Yeah, well, because actually even Billy Bob Thornton and most of the cast did SAG minimum because they wanted to make the movie.
Yeah, and she got an Oscar for this one.
Yeah.
She got paid for the other one.
Yes.
I found this, and I'm so happy I did.
Oof, that's really gonna be difficult.
This is difficult. This is a Hong Kong movie.
Yeah, obviously.
This is Jackie Chan. This is arguably his most famous, and it is the first of, I think, a pretty long franchise. It is
I don't think it's its most famous, though.
It's not. You don't think it's the most famous?
No.
Just wait with your answer. I want to see if people kind of catch on to this. I think it's got 5, but I'm not sure. Kalikioki.
Yeah.
police story. Which one do you think is better? Like a drunken warrior?
Yeah, no, Legend of the Drunken Master. I think that's the more widely known one.
Okay. Because I know him from this first, so maybe it's just my own like personal bias.
It's fair. It's also why he got he was really sought out for, obviously, for Rush Hour.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. This is not the main poster, but again, the main poster has a title right in the middle. I couldn't even cut it away. But it's a movie that I saw only on Netflix, and I think it's one of the Netflix deal movies that he did.
Okay.
And it is fucking great. It's
Really?
not like spectacular. It's really great. It's really well done. I love the concept. I love the acting. I love Method Man is in this one. It's fucking
This is
great.
Latter-day Sandler, and if it's a Netflix only, then I probably haven't seen it then.
It's really good.
Because the only thing that I'm thinking is with him with the shoe on, I'm thinking, was it Jack and Jill?
Oh, it's not Jack and Jill. There's no action. It's pure drama. It's not Adam Sandler. You know what? This poster is really kind of misleading, but this is The Cobbler.
Cobbler. Okay. Well, the shoe bit makes sense. What I wish though is like people would have paid more attention to his acting career when he did Punch Drunk Love, because I thought I think it's a great movie.
One of my wife's favorite movies of all time is actually an Adam Sandler movie, which she's like, I don't like Adam Sandler at all, like at all. But I love him in Spanglish.
Oh, Spanglish, yeah.
She loves that movie. Yeah. She loves that movie. And low key, he's got a pretty good like acting role in it.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
That's when he's playing the cook who's kind of like down on his luck a little bit, but kind of just really upset with how his life is going. And because is it Jane Fonda who plays his mother-in-law?
I don't remember. No. She's not. No. He's married to Tia Leone. Tia Leone is a fucking. She's a rich soccer mom that is not happy with her life. He's a successful.
But it's Tia Leone's mother who's essentially an alcoholic, and she's just
Yes, that is not Stand By Me. This is my feelings.
I'm not kitchen it.
Really? Wow. Difficult today. It is not Boy Soldiers. It is Toy Soldiers. And it's so funny because the song Toy Soldiers is not on the soundtrack.
Of course not.
By is it Marika? I think it's Marika.
They couldn't afford it, obviously.
I have no idea. I have no idea why. They came out essentially the same year, within 12 months. It is not Beverly Hills Mom, but it is Beverly Hills something. Oh, Boy Soldiers is the German title, Kaladin says. Interesting.
The Germans.
No. This is nobody's gonna get this. This is Troop Beverly Hills. Sanders got you looked it up, fucker. Last one.
Now it's easy just because it has the clear Carnage mask, and
I know. But give me the title of the movie.
I do know it.
All right. For the sake of let's start the show, it is
There Will Be Carnage.
There Will Be Carnage.
Yeah.
Venom 2. There will be.
Yes, Kalikyo. Yes. Yeah. The sad bit too is because they could have easily, like, if they just still had the rights to Spider-Man to bring him in at the end to actually have it be an actual like Maximum Carnage spinoff. Oh, that would have been so cool. But
Sony can't fucking pay for a Spider-Man cameo. What the
not anymore because they lost the rights to it.
Yeah, that's why they have to pay to get him in.
Had it been done just like 2 years previously, though, they could have been like, yeah, we're throwing him in there.
I have to realize Venom 2 came out 2021, so this is like COVID era production. Think about it. Think about it. They didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money, and they wanted to milk as much as they can from the very few people that actually went to the theaters.
What's so funny too is I was really excited for Woody Harrelson to play Cletus Cassidy because I was thinking of him as Mickey Knox from Natural Born Killers. Like, oh, that would work out so well. No.
All right. So we got the introduction to the Capulets. Now we've got the introduction to the
Qs.
Qs.
Yes.
So there's the problem with the scene is that I can't show you most of it.
Pretty much most of it because a woman is getting her nipple pierced.
Yes.
Live.
I thought it was I wasn't live because the nipple when it gets close up to the nipple, it really looks like a fake nipple to me. So I was like, okay, even if it's a real nipple, no, I don't want to see it. But I don't like piercings, and I don't like being like overly tattooed. And everybody in this fucking movie has they're pierced out of their goddamn minds, and their tattoos are hilariously bad 90s tattoos.
Oh yeah, because this was the whole scene, man.
I know. Look, if we're talking about choosing between rejects and jocks, I'm always gonna pick rejects. But there are things in the rejects zone that I cannot fucking stand. I could never stand. Even when I was a kid, I was like, I want to be a punk rocker, and I will wear anything you want, but I will shave my head. I don't mind having a shaved head because I don't mind, but I don't want no fucking spikes. I don't want no colors. I don't want no piercings, and do not touch me with that fucking tattoo artist, even though now I do have a tattoo, but definitely after I was an adult. But yeah, the introduction. Oh, and this guy, Jesus Christ. The Qs do kind of crash the Capulets party.
Because they're at a bar. I mean, they're at a club essentially, but they're laughing. And the whole bit too is, if you go to, I just want you to do one thing is just,
sure.
When we get to the point, it's coming right up, but get to 9 minutes and 24 seconds.
We'll jump straight to that. Can't show that. I was close.
Because it's still where that's interjected between the two, but there's a scene at the club where there is one guy, and you're like, I know that guy.
Oh, the fat guy. I was right before that. It's
no. That's later. No, it's Lloyd Kaufman.
I told you I can't recognize Lloyd Kaufman to save my fucking life. 9 minutes and what?
Should be 9 minutes and 24 seconds.
Okay.
There. That's young Lloyd Kaufman.
Okay. That face I actually do recognize.
Well, he was God in the last movie we watched.
I know. I know. But yeah, it's the whole so the Capulets and Qs get a bit of a row. What's the guy's name? The most annoying guy that later on got fucking not a spike through his head, a club stuck in his head.
A club through his head, and the other face of it was Hitler.
Was Hitler? Yes.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Mercutio, but in this one it's Murray.
Murray.
Because it's Romeo's friend, and actually he's the one who says like a curse on both your houses when he dies. But he doesn't say that. He just says kiss me, and then Betty just goes, I didn't realize that Murray was the bad F word we don't say because it's bad.
Yeah. Somehow I managed to skip over that too.
This was a definite 90s movies, because before, like, literally George goes like, don't be retarded, to Sammy, like, wow, yep, set the tone. Really set the tone.
So let's face it, Sammy gets the brunt of all the shit because in the first altercation with Murray, he manages to get his fingers sliced.
It's just like, well, give me the finger. Well, I guess you are going to give me him now.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
mm-hmm.
full vocals on that, to be fair. Whenever you were in an art class or anything, didn't you ever think about, like, what if somebody used that as a weapon?
Oh, I know of somebody that cut his tip of his finger with those. And he wasn't in high school. He was working at a print shop. My dad's he wasn't his print shop, but he worked there. Yeah. Also, my dad got one of his fingers cut, not from that thing, but from like a machine. So yeah, it's not fun to say the least. And if it was real, there was more blood coming out.
Oh yeah.
But let's just say they made it tasteful, or they didn't have any budget for blood, I guess. The entire budget is like $350,000.
Yep, that was it.
Something like that. And I think it made its money back, but with DVD sales and all that stuff, it actually made a decent profit.
It's actually one of Troma's most successful films of all time, just right behind Cannibal the Musical, which everybody bought because of Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. So I want to ask you something, because you probably know the answer.
Yes.
What is the deal with the crossbow?
What is the deal?
What is the deal with this fucking crossbow?
Okay, it's actually in reference to the actual original play.
Okay.
With Capulet talking about utilizing slings and arrows to cast down the Montagues. And it just was kind of more of a playoff bit, or like, so let's just have him use an actual crossbow. But sometimes he has explosive bolts.
Yes,
because when Murray and Benny are outside mocking him, he actually shoots an explosive arrow.
I have no idea. All right.
And it's interjected between the relationship. It shows the relationship between Ingrid and Capulet outside, who is the mother of Juliet. And later Tromeo, which we find out at the end, spoilers. But
okay. Now, a few things about this entire scene and the next scene. One, she is supposed to be like her nanny, right?
It's actually supposed to be just the nurse in there, but her name is Ness in this.
Yes, but I thought she was the nanny, because they don't say she's the nurse, or at least I've not heard she's the nurse.
Kind of like the housekeeper, because she said that she cooked earlier for them, so she's kind of just overall house duties.
Anyway, they managed to have a very sexy lesbian scene.
Yeah, very, very sapphic relationship. Yeah,
very.
Yep.
But it's implied through various sort of moments that the nanny is pretty much in love with Juliet, but she realizes Juliet, even though they kind of sleep together, Juliet isn't really gay. No. She is very horny, and she uses various hair appliances to get herself off.
People keep saying that she's using the curling iron as a dildo, but the thing is, she never does. I think it's just her curling iron, and people think that of her.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. I was going to say a running joke, but a running theme is the fact that she has these dreams where she dreams about something, and she not necessarily sexual, but then she moans and wakes up, and that kind of wakes up her dad, who is a massive shithead.
Creep. Oh God, he
massive
is
shithead.
Fucking worse, dude. Yeah, Capulet. They did a
yeah
a hell of a job making him.
Yeah, and he manages to wait. I'm gonna switch.
Oh, and just as an aside, just like I know you might be able to just barely get it, but just the Shakespeare porn names that they had for it was a CD-ROM, but it was also a call number that he had.
It has tits on the cover.
Okay. Well, no, there wasn't on the cover of the actual CD-ROMs though. I don't think.
Yeah.
It was just more interesting because the one that I found the most funny was like, as you lick it. I was like, okay.
It's really rough to get it. Even when I'm jumping
just don't worry about it because I could see what you're trying to scroll through, and I'm like, yeah, you can't show any of this.
The amount of breasts you have to like
even if it is like 1995 digitized.
Yeah. Because it's back then you had like the CD-ROMs when it's supposed to be maybe a computer game, but the images were real, like real pictures.
Yeah.
It kind of after the whole like Tromeo is jacking off on one side and Juliet is having essentially a lesbian moment with her nanny. Yes, I'm going to call her a nanny.
That's fine.
With Ness, right? It goes into telling the story about why these two families are fighting.
And the Capulets.
Well,
but
essentially,
but Benny only says like one side of it.
Yes. So it's not the full story. So you get a little bit of a gist. Plus, they do talk about Q's wife divorced him, and he had to sign over his business, his very successful porn business, to Capulet, his partner or his investor or whatever.
What's so great too is Murray just brings it. Murray just flat out asks Benny like, "But what about Tromeo's mom's?" Like, I've answered enough questions. Why do you ask so many stupid questions? Like, because he doesn't know the truth either. That it's actually Ingrid. So
no. Nobody knows until it actually gets revealed at the very end.
Yeah.
And this is where she I said this. She dreams of not really a sexual dream, but she really moans. Her dad comes up as like, I'm going to lock you in the timeout room. And you're like, I can figure out, even if I don't know what it is, I can figure out
it's not going to be
don't want to be there.
You don't want to be there. And that's the first time he accuses of her of using the curling iron too, where I'm like, what? And the cut to the running gag in the movie as well with the blind girl throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And here she's being brought up like, oh yeah, just beat the blind girl. That's what you guys are known for.
And the whole point is like the cops, they seem like they're always against Capulets.
No, they're not both of the families because
I know, but it seems like they're more on the side of like hating the Capulets and wanting them to Okay. I was gonna say they're sort of seem to against Capulet more than anything. Now we mentioned comedic moments. This is Lloyd Kaufman. I'm telling you, I don't know, but I know for sure this is not James Gunn, because James Gunn would have taken the car and run over that girl.
Yeah.
In this moment, there's like, it's safe on the sidewalk and it's dangerous on the street, which gets flipped on its head because this guy gets run over by
because Benny's driving Monty out. That's when Sammy's head is stuck. Which, just as an aside, the actor who plays Capulet, that's Meffistoe. He actually was a Shakespearean trained actor, and he actually did a whole soliloquy from Henry IV right here, because he even says Henry IV Act 2.
Yeah,
and later he even quotes Osmandius, which is like this movie's just wild, man.
It's so fucking stupid and wild. So the guy gets hit by the car with Sammy in the window.
Yeah.
And when Sammy springs loose, he hits a fucking fire hydrant and opens up his entire fucking head.
Yeah.
Not cute, guy. But there is a party. There's a party at the Capulets. Why? Because it's to celebrate the marriage or the coming marriage of Juliet and London Arbuckle, who his dad is supposed to be like a billionaire, not a millionaire, a billionaire.
A billionaire out of meat. Like,
yeah, the meat business, the cold cuts business. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Right. What is the deal with London? Because every time he doesn't get what he wants, he literally self-mutilates. What is going on? I just couldn't find why. Because whenever a character does something, right? Whenever a character in a movie does anything, it has some sort of explanation on why they do it. Not what they say, what they do. He keeps stabbing himself, punching himself, throwing himself through a fucking window every time he gets worked up or stressed or something, and there is zero explanation why. Do you have an explanation why?
Okay. Okay. Well, do you know the real story behind the original?
No.
Okay. So a lot of it's based on the fact of, in this version of it, London is clearly just the replacement for Count Paris, who is set to actually marry Juliet.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, again, it does play out that Capulet does threaten to disown Juliet if she doesn't marry Paris, even though she wants to be with Romeo.
Mm-hmm. Keep
and
going.
The same thing happens with the nurse, and it's more about his own kind of self-flagellation of where again, in the last time, when his last appearance in the entire play is where he's actually at Juliet's grave in the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And he tries to mourn the love for her, and so that he'll weep for her. Then Romeo shows up at the very end,
mm-hmm.
and they actually fight each other, and Romeo kills Paris. Because Paris believes that Romeo is there to desecrate her grave over his like his lost love and everything. And he ends up dragging in Paris's body to where Juliet's grave is, and where her body was laid to rest. It's fulfilling his final wish to be with her as always. The major issue about that is essentially throughout the entire bit, he's just kind of a bitch.
Okay.
He's the only reason why he's even got lucky enough to be with Juliet in the first place is because of his station and his wealth.
Okay.
And in many situations where he has conversations with Tybalt on the fact that he is almost self-flagellating in a way where he says that I am not worthy of being with someone like her. So
essentially what they did was make it a lot more physical and dark and
physical and slapstick. Yeah. So
okay.
that's kind of the whole bit with London. And obviously you can see why again, in the play, it's Count Paris. In this, he's named London.
Okay.
It's
fine. Now
we see where they're going.
We get to the good bits. Now I'm going to revert the clock in this movie a little bit backwards because I've actually made a point to talk about something. Because you did mention champagne and bullets at the very beginning of the show.
Yes.
Have you or have you not noticed this thing? What do you see? Let me give you a clue. Right.
It's the hand.
There.
It's the hand, like handing in the guitar. Yeah.
She's handing in the guitar to somebody off camera, but he's not off camera.
Yeah.
Same exact thing that happened in Champagne and Bullets.
Yep.
Yes. It's right before it goes into the whole.
Except for, to be fair though, in Champagne and Bullets, that it was way more egregious. Like you got to see, like you can see the dude had a wedding ring.
I know. Now, the thing about this entire thing, so Tromeo and Murray sneaking.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you want to like do that pause at the beginning where you can actually see Toxie and Sergeant Kabuki Man.
No.
Oh, because there's two bits where you can actually see them at the door, and there's a dancing scene. As soon as they walk in, you see Toxie dancing with a lady and his mop, and there's Sergeant Kabuki Man right next to him.
No. So Tromeo and Murray sneak into this Capulet party. Now, I found it hilarious, but they didn't actually go there. The fact that London is wearing a milkman's uniform and Tromeo is dressed as a cow, although they have no milking jokes and they do not acknowledge after London says I have a milkman's costume, they never mention it again. They didn't even mention the fact that Tromeo is a cow.
That's in the 2 hour plus version. Yeah. They do.
They do. Okay. And there's another thing.
Did we cut out the whole bit with Rosie, Tromeo's ex-girlfriend, where you're just like, okay, I see where you went there. That's a really crass ass joke, man.
Okay. One more thing that I do have very similar to Samurai Cop is every once in a while, you can't really tell unless it's actually moving, but you can tell this looks like a video shot rather than a film shot.
Yeah, there are multiple times, and also like
because if I switch over to somewhere else, see this one is much more. We'll call it like sharp.
Yeah. And
right?
See, there is actually a poster for Squeeze Play right above it too.
Yeah.
But there's that. And there's also a lot of audio issues. Like there is one with in the long scene with Tromeo and Juliet in the timeout room. The audio gets real fuzzy for a minute.
Yes.
But like literally like a minute.
If you notice, the music becomes a little bit wonky too.
Yeah.
So it's not just the microphones in that side of the room. I think it's in the sound mixing.
Oh yeah.
Which something went wrong there. Somebody, maybe they had a tape and somebody squeezed the actual tape with his fingers and left them like a grease mark with his fingers. And it fucked up the audio for a second. I'm not joking. Stuff like that used to happen all the fucking time. All the time. So Tromeo is putting the moves on Juliet even before he knows who she is. He just loves the way she looks. And as soon as he takes off the hat, she is infatuated with him almost immediately.
Just so you know, people think like, oh, well, this is kind of an oversimplification of the story. Like, no, it's not. Actually, go back and read Romeo and Juliet. It's about two teenagers that fall in love at first sight and then basically just kill themselves. That's the story.
Yeah. If you boil it down to, and they're supposed to be 13. But look, Shakespeare times and our times are different times.
A little bit different. They had to make everybody legal. And then like a good cut here, because look at the grain on it.
Yeah.
The film. Yeah.
Exactly what I wanted to get. The graininess of it, the VHS quality version of it. It's really weird because this one is actually it transitions to another side of the room where it's still fucked up, right? And it only changes after the mouse is actually being fed to the lizard. Because when you see the lizard next time, it's also a little bit grainy and a little bit more fuzzy. And then straight up to this, which is, film quality, I guess. Well, maybe not that one, but look, this is a few seconds afterwards where Tromeo actually goes into Juliet's house again.
Oh, no, this is the dream sequence that she has.
Is that this? Oh, that's right.
This is the dream with the popcorn and the rats. You're like, what?
Yeah. Like we said, it's not like she's having erotic dreams. It seems like it's an erotic dream, but it goes completely wrong. Like,
yeah.
Suddenly she's pregnant, and then it opens up right there in the middle, ergo like a Videodrome slit, and then there's popcorn, and Tromeo is like, oh, cool, popcorn.
No, it eats a popcorn, and then a rat crawls out, like, oh, it's a boy.
This movie made no sense.
Oh no, the dream sequences, no sense whatsoever. Like the first one with the male model with the giant mutant penis, you're like,
yes,
what is going on?
It had a mutant penis with a face on it.
Yeah.
So she, of course, wakes up again moaning. Her dad is already there, and he's like looking at not a curling iron, but a curler, right? That you put in your head.
No, that's a curling iron. Yeah, it's the full iron.
No. The first one was the iron. The second one, he's actually pulling up a curler thing that you used to put in your head. Anyway, the plastic one, a small plastic one.
Well, anyway, no, he's confusing hair products with sexual.
Yes, with sexual devices.
And then you also he's sweaty, drunk, and nearly naked, which very uncomfortable.
Yes. He puts her not only in a room that is supposed to be like soundproof, also in a glass/plastic case.
It's a plexiglass cage, which is really funny because it actually gets quoted in a second. But what's just as an aside too, they mentioned the fact that it was soundproof because she mentioned it to Tromeo later, like, oh no, he had it soundproof when I was 8 because the neighbors complained about the screams. What?
Yes. Cappy Capulet is a heinous motherfucker. Terrible person. Also wearing a very unflattering banana hammock.
Yes.
But we'll put that aside. But he manages to he was so drunk, he blacked out drunk outside of the special room, we'll call it.
And it was Ness too, is actually helps Tromeo. It was like, well, you have love for her and I have love for her too, but she obviously loves you, so go with her. And he says, what, like through yonder plexiglass breaks?
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you, Lloyd
oh
Kaufman.
My God.
You terrible man.
Terrible. But he does manage to literally sneak into the house, go around her dad, get into this room, and they make passionate love, which I can't show. But what I do want to show is something that I mentioned before, is the nanny's sort of always there, looking from the side. And this is what I do like. is this actress actually conveys the fact that she loves Juliet, but she will not disturb her own life, right?
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's
Again,
sad for her.
The old concept, the adage of if you love someone, set them free.
Yes.
And and that's what happens. So like Ness overall, you're thinking the first time you watch it, like, so Ness is just gonna go snitch, right? No.
Yeah.
She's gonna watch, maybe have some pleasant thoughts afterward, but
the thing about this is Tromeo kind of leaves before the dad wakes up because
and
he's
goes,
watching. What was that? Regis and
Kathy Lee. That was like
Lee.
like 8 o'clock in the morning, early TV at this time. So it's like wake up, whatever. Good morning, America.
Wake up, America.
Like yeah. But the thing what I found funny is she says, "Oh well, the thing is, I'm getting married on Thursday."
Yeah, on Thursday. But it's okay. We'll make it happen.
We'll
and of course,
beforehand.
London Arbuckle comes in the morning. Is like, I got us tickets. I don't remember the place, but I thought it was the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yes, it is. Oh, I wish Bex were here for this, just so I could say it. Like,
they're
going to Wales.
They're going to not Wales. They're going to Swansea because that's where the biggest cattle in the world is. And I was like,
cattle herd in the world. Yep.
I
Swansea.
Don't think so, but okay. And this is where she kind of tells him, well, I don't want to marry you. And he hurts himself and leaves.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to marry you. And if he had something to stab himself with, he would. Probably.
Because he impaled himself on a meat hook twice later?
Yeah. That's what I said. It comes later. He hurts himself a little bit later. What is this?
Okay.
I don't know.
If you don't know, you know whose face that is?
Yeah, I was trying to allude.
It's James Gunn.
That's James Gunn, right?
Yeah. And then the guy on the other line is the actor that
is not James Gunn.
Yeah.
This is where she expects a call from Tromeo, but he's not called yet. He was supposed to. So she is calling an erotic line instead?
Yeah, because she picks up, again, everything in Troma films, they have to, for copyright laws and everything, they have to mark everything with Troma on it.
Yeah.
So again, it was Troma Life, and it was Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, that the magazine. Then she picked up it was basically just any kind of porn mag, and she found the number on there, and she called the number, and this is the guy that was in all the Troma films. But in the interim too, he had already Tromeo had already gone to the priest, and they had the bit where he's handing out bread, and the guy, he gives the bag of bread to the one homeless guy, and he goes, just handing these out, and he just runs away with it.
I was gonna say, this really reminds me of a Monty Python skit.
Oh yeah, it was,
right, where he's giving out bread, and then it's like, oh, I want to talk to Tromeo, so there's a whole bunch of sack full of bread, so he gives it to one of the homeless guys. Here, you give it to somebody. You give it to the rest of this, and he just runs away.
Just books with it, yeah.
I'm waiting for the Benny Hill music for some reason, but it didn't show up. Now, this fucking priest, this guy is a massive creep.
Oh, yeah.
Also.
Oh, well, we're gonna get to his little asides later, which they are very, very funny. But the 1-900 number, the best bit about that is just at the end where the guy on the other one goes, "So you done?"
Yeah. And the whole plan is for Tromeo to pick up Juliet, go to this priest. The priest will have a ceremony, and then they would just be married, and they could like elope or be together officially.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
yeah, go ahead.
Work, but also during this, they actually have the theme song playing during a montage where you're like, yes.
Yes, I want to get to a specific place, but I think Tromeo's ass is in the way. Okay. This place. Do you know exactly where this is? Because I've actually been there.
Is that outside of the courthouse?
No, this is not outside of the courthouse. Let me just bring this down a little bit. I'm going to play it in the background. And to get to a specific spot, because they shot the kissing bit. Oh, it's right there. Do you recognize it now?
Oh.
This is the library where the Ghostbusters go in the very first scene with the very first ghost.
Yep.
And then, of course, it later on appears in another movie, which we'll not talk about. It is not the New York and not the NYC Met. It is not. It is outside of a library.
Yeah.
I've actually been there.
What's so great is to, just as an aside, during that entire montage, while they're playing the song, they go to an actual, back when this was the dirty, grimy 90s.
Yeah,
before it got cleaned up.
the triple X side of Boston thing.
Yeah, where it's like, yeah, there used to be like outside of like really like downtown, like Times Square, New York used to be just grimy as shit. It used to be just the worst place you'd ever want to actually visit.
Yes, it is the 42nd Street Library.
Yeah.
Oh, it Met as in Metropolitan? Sorry. I thought you meant the Met, not the Met. Yeah, it's
I love the bit too where Juliet's getting her hip tattoo and she's laughing, and Tromeo's getting his, and it pans into his face. He's bawling his eyes out. I'm like, yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. Also been there too. It's the Brooklyn Bridge, which the only thing missing from this picture is the fucking Twin Towers.
Yeah,
but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah. So. This is the point where the Capulet guys are going to Arbuckle into his shop, right? Yes, the hammer with the Hitler face on is there. You know what? I thought it was actually fitting, to be honest.
Yeah.
The hammer with the Hitler face.
Instead of Tybalt, his name is Tyrone, though.
It's Tyrone. The only white guy named Tyrone, I think. But yeah, it's sort of like they go into Arbuckle's shop. It's like, why aren't you with like our cousin Juliet? And he's like, she said there's another. And they're like, another? What are you talking about? Another? And this is where London stabs himself with a meat hook.
Yeah.
And they kind of figure out, yeah, it's those goddamn cues again. So they're out to confront them.
And we have the entire long, essentially almost near diatribe of Murray insulting Tyrone to his face.
Yeah. The kid in the background, who later on does a fantastic kick that actually injured somebody in the lip.
Yeah.
She was in the movie. Do you want to fair a guess what age she is? She is not 18.
I'm guessing
she is way younger than 18.
I'm guessing she's probably going to be 16, just because that was
she is age. 14 years old.
Jesus.
But she lied. She lied to get on the movie. And she only told Lloyd Kaufman years later.
Well, it's good that she didn't have a sex scene.
No, but she is in a bra most of the scenes, which
that's again
neither here nor there.
When we talked about that kind of how the creative team of Friday the 13th Part 2 nearly broke several laws by showing that girl who was 16 topless. It was like, but she lied the entire time and nobody did any background work, so they just went, And
she said she agreed. Like we had a few movies that we kind of talked about skirting that line. One of them was you weren't here, but Baron Munchausen. Uma Thurman was essentially 17 when she did the Venus de Milo or sort of reenactment. Again, she was naked, but she wasn't really naked. You can't really see anything, which is, like I said, skirting that line. And also, like American Beauty, Thora Birch was essentially 15 at the time. But with
we
her
covered
father
the reason
present,
why.
with
covered why
permission and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Still,
she was 14 and she lied to be on the movie.
So we have the bit where poor Harry gets his eye poked out with a tattoo needle, and Murray's like, "Dude, I'm sorry," and then Murray just gets the back of the cane, which was essentially just like the spike of a war pick in the side of his face.
Yeah. It's the whole scene is a little bit gruesome. I want to get to. I had it a few times, but I switched it.
Well, that too, like it's after Murray just delivering.
Oh yeah, he
monologue, and he pisses all over him. Then, to add insult to injury, he grabs him by the face and rubs his face in the piss.
Yes.
All right.
I mean. Wouldn't you put a fucking hammer with a Hitler face through somebody's face for that? Wars have been fought for less.
But yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Like poor Harry.
Poor Harry.
He didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah. So essentially, Tyrone, not only does he get his arm
so he gets
cut off.
Well, Tyrone kills Murray. Murray's dying, but hey, as a last bit, can you give me a kiss?
Yeah.
And there is a very almost kind of romantic kiss, and Benny goes, "Wow, Murray was a." And I'm like, that wasn't needed, but all right.
Yeah. But no,
so we have the fight, and then there was a bit where Tyrone's just about to kill Tromeo. And he just says, "Well, death's coming for you, but it comes for all of us sooner or later."
Yeah, I did not like that pun at all. Now, I'm telling you, this is why I didn't realize this is James Gunn.
That's James Gunn. I know.
The glasses.
Oh,
the glasses. It's for some people. If you're so used to seeing them with glasses, when you see them without glasses, it changes their entire face. Like if I take off my glasses, it will look weird for you. Like, look, I'm making it weird. Like I can't see nothing.
Oh yeah, the same thing. Like you've seen me without my glasses. You're like, wait, are you Lex Luthor?
Yeah, because you without the glasses is literally Lex Luthor from the James Gunn Superman. If you want to see Mr. Oh My Feelings, he's not hiding his face. It's just he's too lazy to actually fix his camera. Not joking.
I don't want to
go back to episode 20. You can see him there.
There were a couple hundred episodes that I had it on, so don't worry about it.
It's all good. The thing, like I said about this, is the fact that Tyrone gets his head decapitated,
but also by a strict thing where they're pulling up the on-ramp sheet where he goes, "Well, if you're not really paying attention, you'll never get ahead in life." What? Set up the decapitation pun.
Yeah. I saw that one coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Also, he did not see any miles away. Yeah. The two kids playing with the head was the best thing about that scene. by far.
And as they walk away,
it's so ridiculous.
Then the car just explodes afterward, and the kids are going again.
Now we have a little bit of Tango and Cash here. Again, this is a 14-year-old child, but you never know.
You couldn't know with all of the piercings help a lot with that because they were probably actual real piercings.
Guess. So, Capulet understands that he's been deceived. They kind of know about what happened with Tromeo and the fact that Juliet has been not so good. So he beats fucking Juliet, not to a pulp, but in the face. Hard, to the point where she is bleeding all over the place. And that kind of fixes it because Juliet said, okay, I'll marry London now because you beat me in the face. They even have him back on and it's like, London, I've made a mistake. I do want to marry you. And and also there's a boar's head on the table.
Yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a callback to the, again, it's self-referential to the original play. But again, how she turned down Paris, saying that how she wasn't in love with him and all that stuff. But then like she did agree with it because her father was going to completely disown her outright. Yeah. And, in Venice at the time, if you got disowned and you weren't married, she was destitute and would have no life whatsoever.
Well, she would have a life, but it would have been as a prostitute, probably.
Pretty much, yeah. Not good. Not good stuff.
Not good.
Not good. Not good stuff.
So Juliet actually makes it out of the house after the dinner
to go to the priest. And he's talking to the father, and the father's on the phone with the Pope going, I'm sorry, I had no idea that they were topless dancers there. Like, this fucking guy.
Yeah. And what he does, he brings her to Tromeo, and they just have sex in the church. Yeah, well, they don't have sex, they make out.
And it's also the bring up of Fu Chang, who...
Yes. I mean, they did go in the Big Trouble in Little China route a little bit. I don't know why. Because he's an ancient Chinese mysterious guy. And also, he is a very black.
Well, that's the best about your Fu Chang. Like, yeah, I told you who I am already. And I love the entire bit where she literally tells him her entire life story. It's like, I've heard enough. God damn.
She does tell him, haven't you had a dream of like fulfilling? And he's like, and
who's like, haven't you ever truly been in love before? And him with a little boy.
Oh, it's like, what the fuck, man? Now this is definitely James Gunn, because he almost or has been fired essentially from Guardians of the Galaxy, I think 3, because of a joke he did like in the early 2000s about this thing exactly, like having sex with little boys, and everybody knew it was a joke. Yet Disney is like,
nope, you can't have that.
Nope, you are fucking fired. Thank God for actors who actually have principle and actually said, well, if James Gunn's not doing it, we're not signing for a third one.
Yeah.
What Juliet did here, where it's like, tell me your story, she actually told him
her life story.
Yeah, her entire story. And everybody there kind of went to sleep.
All right, enough. I help you.
Yeah. And he gives her this green shit.
It's the potion of transformation, which is supposed to be the which is so again, I can't remember how they did it in the 1998 the Claire Danes Leonardo DiCaprio version of Romeo and Juliet.
I've watched that movie once.
But with it, essentially, it's supposed to essentially put you in a state where you appear that you are dead, but obviously you're not dead.
Yeah, this is the almost the one thing that I know from the Shakespearean play is she had a potion that kind of makes her look dead, and she takes it. Romeo comes in. It's like, oh my God, she is dead. He drinks a real poison, dies. She wakes up, looks at him that he died. Then she takes a real poison and dies.
No. She stabs herself in the heart.
Okay, even worse.
Yeah. Well, and the whole bit too is there was just lines of miscommunication throughout the entire narrative at the original, like because they were supposed to let Romeo know that no, she didn't die.
Yeah, but what happens in the Troma film is she takes this potion and she essentially becomes
a cow monster.
A cow pig monster, which I have to, yeah, there we go.
Which is it's everything again. He said how much you loved meat, London. You know, like remember how father always kept me away at certain times. This is why. So it kind of makes sense why London ran away and hopped out.
It kind of reminded me of I don't remember the name of the movie, but there's a movie with what's her face? Wednesday Addams.
Christina Ricci,
where she is a pig or kind of looks like a pig.
Oh, yes.
And it's kind of that sort of a kiss the frog kind of a tale thing.
Yeah, well, again, and also too, like how when Tromeo kisses her, like she reverts back, so it's true love's kiss.
Yes, yeah. It kind of plays on that same thing, a la Shrek. It appears in many fairy tales.
It's a trope. Yeah, it's an inherent trope with a lot of fairy tales. But just the whole bit too, where she reveals to that she's got a giant fucking cow.
Yeah.
And what does she say, Meph?
Can I show this?
I don't.
I can't. I can't really show
this.
That.
No. But she says, "You always said you loved the crying game."
Yes.
I was like,
I got that. It didn't make me laugh. I was sighing. I was like,
that is a joke that you could make in 1996.
And I was like, no, and no. And yes, I get it. See, this is the stuff that I was like, I know where they were going for, like comedically, and I did not want to go with them at all. Right. So essentially, we've got about 20 more minutes to the end of the movie. There's like Cappy Capulet comes in and is like, you just killed my billion dollar dream. And it's like, you understand that nobody would give you money because probably Arbuckle would have seen through your crap, but you know,
well, that's just as I don't think we actually covered it before, but the thing that Cappy has made all his money from that he took from Montague is they were basically making porn.
Yeah.
That
not basically, they were making porn. It was a porn company.
But apparently Monty made it classy, but ever since Monty got signed out, I don't know. I'm quoting the movie on that one.
Okay. All right. Let's play our second game of the night. It is called Cinema Deathmatch.
Round 1. Fight.
Cinema Deathmatch is where we take two movies, pit them together, and see which one is the best one. If there's no discernible difference between the two, both of them are good or both of them are bad. We fall into our criteria, which is Friday evening, Saturday evening, out with the boys, out with the girls, out with your significant other. Two movies in a vacuum. Which one will we pop in? Here we go. The Great Escape, classic, or Revenge of the Nerds, different kind of classic.
Now, we had our conversation about Revenge of the Nerds.
We did.
Still a lot of fun. I would still. And I know we haven't covered it yet, but it's actually in my top 20. Is the greatest?
We did cover this last June.
The Great
on my birthday. Were you not here?
I wasn't there for that. For The Great Escape? No, I was not.
Not
there.
The Great Escape. The Revenge of the Nerds.
No, I know, but I'm talking about. No, we haven't reviewed The Great Escape yet.
Oh, no. And
it's in my top 20, so it's The Great Escape for me.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah. Interesting. I'm gonna go with Revenge of the Nerds.
I was there because remember, Tom got really mad at me.
Okay, I don't remember why, but I go watch the video and enjoy it. The problem is the lively chat is oddly quiet, and I'm the one with the button, so it's going to be Revenge of the Nerds. Outvoted by me. Babylon or Saved? I'm not sure I've seen Saved.
I know for a fact that you have not seen it.
I'm definitely not, because it's a Mandy Moore movie.
And Macaulay Culkin.
Yes, but it's a Mandy Moore movie. Okay. A Good Day to Die Hard. That is Die Hard 5.
5?
5.
5?
Yes.
I thought those. What's 4 then? That's with Justin Long.
Yeah, the one with Justin Long. I'll tell you in a second.
5 is the one where he has his son. Then
I don't remember. So Die Hard 4 is from 2007, and it's Live Free or Die Hard.
Okay. Yeah. So Good Day Die Hard is the one with his son then in it. Yeah.
Yes, I'm guessing.
It's not good.
Even more. Yeah.
You know, I think what is his name? Is his name Jai Courtney? He's an Australian actor. He's really good in the first season of Spartacus, Blood and Sand. Babylon. Yeah.
And Babylon only for the moment that a big snake bites Margot Robbie. All the rest of it is pretty fucking crap.
Yeah.
Okay, James Bond, A License to Kill, the second one with Timothy Dalton, and The Adventures of Robin Hood, the Errol Flynn classic.
It has to be The Adventures of Robin Hood.
I completely agree. I have no reasoning. That's just that it is so classic. It is a much.
This one's way too
more
fucking
fun to watch.
This one's way too fucking easy. It's fucking Manhunter. That movie's fucking shit. That movie's so good.
The original Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Flashdance or the Pink Panther?
Ooh. Had it been the earlier version of the Pink Panther, could have a chance. But I mean,
I
can't outdo the Flashdance scene, though, man.
First of all, Flashdance, not much of a movie. I'm telling you right now.
No,
but the Pink Panther, the newer version of the Pink Panther is just not good.
Yeah.
I didn't even like the Peter Sellers one.
Oh,
but
really?
It's way better than this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Flashdance. Just for the dancing scenes alone. Did not want.
Okay. That movie, mark that down because you need to watch it because you love heists and robbery movies and shit like that. You'll love that movie. You'll fucking love that movie.
I'm guessing it's a French version.
It's so good.
It's an Alain Delon movie.
Yeah.
It's on the list.
It's really, really good.
It's on the list. All right. Broadcast news or Fantastic Mr. Fox? Last pairing.
I don't like either, man.
Really? You don't like broadcast news?
It's okay.
It's not network.
No. If it was network, that'd be easy.
Oh.
I just think that it got really overutilized in a lot of modern media. most recently in things like The Newsroom and anything that had to do with any kind of primetime news network kind of coverage that was dramatized. They basically just took broadcast news and remade it. So I feel like I've seen it just over and over and over and over and over again. I got tired of it. And Fantastic Mr. Fox, it's fine.
The thing about this is, with Fantastic Mr. Fox, I'm not really too keen about the story, but I like the stop motion-y aspect of it.
Yes, that's true.
So I like it technically, not I like it artistically, not story-wise. In broadcast news, I do love the story. I just don't like the presentation. So it's really two negatives from each other in a way. I'm going to go with Fantastic Mr. Fox. And that'll be the pairing for that we end on. All right. Cool. Well, we're probably pissing off a lot of people, but I don't really care. So yeah.
The priest just
the priest just fucking smushes somebody's head with a shoe.
He flat out almost had his head. Well, didn't make him bite the curb first, but he pretty much pulls American History X on
a curb stomp. It's called a curb stomp.
And not the Seth Rollins WWE version.
No. Which is, I like that move though, but why did he stop do it? Or did he stop doing it?
No, well, he did stop doing it for a long period of time because there were backlash from actual PTA communities that it was too violent. Like you're watching you're watching simulated violence.
Yes. It's too violent, this simulated violence is. So the thing about this is Tromeo goes into Juliet's room. He kisses her. She turns back into the beautiful Juliet. And of course, her dad walks in. There's a big fight. And of course, the straightener
got the iron actually utilized as a weapon. I'm like, that's such a good callback. Like, that's great. That's good storytelling right there. I don't care who you are. That's good storytelling. I will say though, he did say one of the perhaps the most fucked up line before Tromeo walked in. He says, "I'm going to fuck you and kill you at the same time." He said that to his daughter.
Yeah. In the fight where tampons have been shoved into orifices, not where they're supposed to go,
into noses,
into noses.
Needles poked into ears with brain matter being pulled out. Yeah, it's
and also a TV set / a computer monitor.
That's an old school monitor. And if you notice, if you look at the logo on the bottom, what does it say?
Is it IBM?
No, Tromeo.
Okay, fine. To me, it's the same screen he used to watch the CD-ROM porn.
Yeah, essentially, it is.
Yeah. But I love the fact that when you see Cappy Capulet's face, you see all the shit that is not supposed to be in the monitor, but it is there. All the wirings and shit. It's like, it's so outlandish and stupid.
And he's still walking with the plug behind him as well.
Yes. He's still not the plug. It's the cord.
Yeah. Well, I know the cord.
Yeah. I know what you meant. It's like, this is like a straight out of a Peter Gabriel video or something like that.
Well, the one thing that I got from it that I found really interesting was, especially at the ends when she does plug it in to kill him. And I'm like, man, this could have been in one of our months last year.
What? Body horror?
The body horror, yeah. How his eyes slowly pop out and explode. And then his entire head explodes.
Yeah, it's It's a bit much. It's a bit much. But yeah, essentially, what's the important thing here is Juliet herself gives the coup de grace, the final blow, right?
Like,
to her dad inside of the room cage, where he captured her and
just
tortured
as an
her.
aside, that is a great fucking shot.
Yeah. Cronenberg-esque, I would
very, very much like that could be the cover of Videodrome, just the cover with the body and the head. I'm like, yeah, that could work.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, with all the shit I'm giving the Troma people, they had a vision for stuff. They did have a vision for what they wanted to create.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it was down to, yeah, we can do it, but we can do the $1,000 version of it rather than the $15,000 that we actually do need. So it's just a 10% better, 10% as good as it's supposed to be.
Or even like even utilizing modern day, well, at the time, quote unquote modern day CGI to have anything implemented. We're like, yeah, we could balloon the budget to like $35 million. You could,
yeah,
but this is a Troma film. we're not doing that.
Yeah. So as soon as they escape the room, we have
to add just real quick.
Sure.
Is when he's in the plexiglass, like the timeout room, he does do that line from Ozymandias, which I thought was just like, that's perfect. It's actually perfect and apropos for the scene that he's in. So
I guess so. The moment of the reveal. So there was a mystery going on. Who's Tromeo's mom? Right? It's been kept a secret, blah, blah, blah. And then we get the sort of a fill-in of the other side of the story of what happened between the Qs and the Capulets. So the whole point is there was an illegitimate child who was Cappy Capulet's child with Q's wife. And then in order to, and she left him, but Q wanted the child, right? She wanted Tromeo. So the deal was he's going to sell his half of the porn business in order to keep Tromeo as his son.
Just like, you two are related. And again, I love this. Like, perhaps you haven't noticed, but I'm black.
Yeah.
and it goes, and Tromeo's next line is, I always did wonder about that.
Yeah. And I was like, good on them for not seeing color, right?
But also,
and then it's like, well, maybe not. Well, maybe not.
and what does Juliet say? Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. And of course they see the picture and they realize, oh shit, Juliet is also Cappy Capulet's. Tromeo is also.
So you guys are brother and sister. So
yeah. And they're like, fuck it, we don't care. Which leads us
Juliet literally says the line, fuck it.
Yeah. Now, this is also kind of grainy.
So this is actually a shot that wasn't in the theatrical cut.
Yeah. The whole bit here is it's after a while and they're living in destitute for some reason, even though Cappy Capulet is dead.
So Juliet would have, well, actually, then Tromeo would have inherited all the money.
I guess,
or Juliet would have at least, but yeah.
Or the mother cut them off. I don't know, because she seems opposed to it. But anyway, it kind of is. He eventually is like, I can't live with myself, blah, blah, blah. And he takes a shotgun and shoots himself in the chest. And of course, Juliet, seeing that Tromeo is dead, she slits her own throat, essentially bringing us to the end of the real play. But it's a dream sequence.
Yeah, which was cut from the theatrical completely. So if you watch the one that you can find for free, which is the hour and 47-minute version, that's not in there at all. It just has them basically just being happy with their own mutant family.
Yes. Because of course, brother and sister will have a mutant family, not just a it usually is not like physical deformities, more like let's say IQ deficiency deformities.
Mostly mental issues, except for what they call the Habsburg's chin, which was an issue that happened with the aristocracy throughout a lot of Europe.
Austria,
and Austria
Habsburg.
specifically, because literally, like, no, their faces got elongated and deformed because they were literally inbred, like line after line after line after line.
Yeah, and it happens it happens incrementally in small steps, not in like big gigantic mutation leaps.
No, like you have a second face on your face. Yeah. Which is, just as an aside, I think that you'd love this. Do you know who actually helped do the special effects work for all the mutant stuff?
Rob Bottin. Just throwing a name.
No, it was
Paul Savini.
The guy who worked with Paul Savini on Society.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Watch Society and you go, oh, I see it.
Okay. I haven't watched Society yet, but yeah. So we have a perfectly healthy little boy, maybe.
At the end of the movie, yeah.
Yeah. And that is about it.
Yep.
That is about it. I absolutely detested this movie. I'm not gonna lie. I did not like it at all. There are moments in it. Okay, it's not a 1. It's a 4 for me. I hate giving numbers.
It's fine.
But just to be clear, it's not like I completely hate it. It's got nudity in it. It's a big plus for me. But I understand it follows the play. I even if I don't know the play, it kind of seems that way to me. Although having a 5 acts, it's kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure it kind of is resembling the real deal.
In a lot of ways,
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the Shakespearean play had 5 acts. I think it has 3, but I'm not sure. There was. I'll give it props for having a vision of something that they wanted to do, but some of the humor really didn't land for me. I'm not really a fan of gore. I don't mind it, but I'm not really a fan of gore, so it was neither here nor there.
I know.
And there's certain elements where I can accept bad acting, but it's just too much for me at some point. I mean, all the films that we covered, plus the very best of the, not the best of the best.
All I'm saying is, if you think it's bad this week, wait till next week. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure next week is going to be even worse. And I think I told you that I think that Tromeo and Juliet, out of all of them, is probably the most well-made movie of all of them. Maybe not the best shot, but the best well-made one.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
I mean, after watching it, I'm not surprised. It's way better than The Room. It's way better than Samurai Cop or Champagne and Bullets. I'm pretty sure it's better than Birdemic.
It is.
I'm not surprised, because Trauma, regardless of what I specifically feel about them, at least they have a vision and they do know how to make films. So the cast and crew know how to act for sure, and they know how to set up like cinematography and stuff. They know how to do it.
I'll put it this way: they know what actual shot blocking is.
Yes,
which like we did not get in the room in Champagne and Bullets or in Samurai Cop. We got some of it in the room when the actual director of photography actually gave a shit when Tommy Wiseau wasn't going, no, I do what I want.
But we do have those moments, again, with the hands in the shot.
Yeah.
That only puts it in the endearing cult classic area with the rest of those films. I didn't find it stupid like I thought in Champagne and Bullets, where I completely did not see it in Champagne and Bullets. In this one, I wasn't even looking for it. And suddenly I see hands picking up the guitar. And I was like, did All My Feelings say anything to me about it? Because it was so glaring to me. And I wasn't even looking for it. I was like, oh my God, no.
No. I think mostly too, just because it is a Troma movie, it could have been done on purpose. It could have actually just been done completely on purpose.
Okay.
I'll have to go back and watch the documentary again.
Okay. But that kind of brings us to the end. You love this movie, right?
I do. It's a Troma classic. I think it's up there in Troma top 5 for me. But I know it completely can rub people the wrong way. If you are not expecting this kind of movie, it will just be like, I hate you for recommending it.
Oh. Well, I don't hate you for recommending it. I knew exactly I knew exactly the pile of shit I was stepping my feet in. I was just expecting a different aroma.
Yeah, well, I say it's going to be a lot different than next week, because next week.
No, go ahead. I was gonna say something, but
it's more akin to what Samurai Cop and what's especially what Champagne and Bullets were.
All the rest of them. It's a movie that they wanted, that they thought they're making the greatest movie ever, or a homage to the greatest movie ever,
to The Bird,
and ended up missing the point.
And oddly enough, the sequel is better than the original.
The hell you say?
There is a Birdemic 2. It is better than the original.
All right. So wherever you're watching this, live or on the replay, please go watch Birdemic. Is it 1993? Right?
Oh no, it's younger than that.
Even before that? No, it's 2000 and I'll tell you, it's 2010.
Yeah, it's 2010.
Yeah, 2010.
Birdemic, Shock and Terror.
Exactly what I'm about to face next week. Shock and a lot of terror. So go watch Birdemic, and I guess we'll see you next week. And guys, remember, always, hope is a good thing, maybe even the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. We'll see you next week. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.